So earlier we have seen a very important concept of velocity triangles and the relations which we can derive from velocity triangles, which were this. Now we'll write the expression of work done. So we know that work done is equal to work per unit mass flow rate is equal to VW2 U2 minus VW1 U1. So this is the formula. Over here, U are going to be same. So we can take out the factor U outside, and VW2 minus VW1 is coming from this. Because we have seen that earlier. You must remember. We have seen U can be written in terms of this angles. So you can use those things and write. So we have one of the expression for work done, and again, as I said earlier, we can also write work done in terms of change in enthalpy as we wrote for Brayton cycle. So change in enthalpy, and since the working fluid is air, we can also write, or gas, we can write it as Cp delta T. But you must remember we are using the concept of total temperature or total properties. These are the total temperatures or stagnation temperature. T0, the subscript 0 represents total properties. And since 2 to 3 is changing from stator plate, so 2 is the entry to stator and 3 is the exit from stator. We are not doing any work, so the total temperatures remain same. And since the velocities are constant, we have seen earlier the V1 and V3 remains constant. So hence we can change the total temperatures to actual temperatures. So we have so many expressions as per the numericals, as per given values, we can use different expressions for work. But these are two different qualities of expression. Here we are deriving everything, the angles and velocity from the velocity triangle. And here we are deriving the temperatures using some work done or some other experiments. Now let's say delta T0 is the stagnation temperature rise, and T0 is the, I said earlier, T0 is total and stagnation temperature. So now the ideal temperature rise, how can we write this? This is because Cp delta T is equal to work, and the same work is equal to U B 10 alpha 2 minus 10 B 10 alpha 1. So we have equated those two work, and we have got the expression for delta T0 ideal. So this is ideal total temperature rise or ideal stagnation temperature rise. This is the expression. This is very important expression. And in actual stagnation temperature rise, we have introduced a lambda variable. That lambda comes from work done factor or some frictional losses, whatever frictional losses are happening. So the actual stagnation temperature rise is given by this. So you must remember this expression. And for ideal case, work done factor will be equal to 1. Otherwise, work done factor is less than 1, very close to 0.95, 0.98, 0.85. Now let's come to the pressure ratio. So for centrifugal compressors also, we have seen the concept of stage pressure ratio or pressure ratio, or the change in pressure from before rotor entry and from exit to the next set of status. So pressure ratio is P03 by P01. This we have defined using the total pressure, so stagnation pressure. And using adiabatic relation, we can write pressure ratio in terms of temperature ratio using the concept of gamma. But this temperature in the numerator is again the pressure, the temperature rise due to isoentropic compression. If it is not isoentropic compression, if there is some losses over there and it's not falling completely, then the T03 is the actual temperature rise. So we can again use the concept of efficiency of the compressor, isoentropic efficiency, that is work done isoentropically divided by work done actual. So this is going to be less than 1. The numerator indicates this smaller line, a smaller length. The denominator indicates the larger length. That means the efficiency is less than 1. That's how we define the efficiency. And we can convert the work done to enthalpy and enthalpy to Cp delta T, and then Cp is a constant in numerator denominator. We can cancel them. So we have the ratios of change in temperatures for efficiency, isoentropic efficiency of the compressor. So now we can use this T03 and T03S in our expression to change or manipulate the expression for pressure ratio. So we have done that and we have got the expression over here. One thing is missing in the power. We should have gamma upon gamma minus 1. Sorry. It's not there. So we have just defined the temperature ratios over here, and this is the actual stagnation pressure rise whose formula was derived earlier. You must remember that the lambda U formula which I derived. This is the actual stagnation temperature rise. So this temperature rise will be now sorry, I don't know what is this happening. Okay. So we have now the relation between the temperatures, two different kinds of temperature, isoentropic temperature and the actual temperature rise using the isoentropic efficiency, and we have the pressure ratio. So now the actual pressure ratio in terms of actual temperatures will be this. We have P03 by P01, which is going to be equal to 1 plus the efficiency, isoentropic compression efficiency, into delta T0 divided by T01 whole raised to gamma upon gamma minus 1. Fine. And delta T0 was defined earlier. That was lambda U Vf upon Cp into tan of alpha 2 minus tan of alpha 1. Okay, we'll stop over here, and in the next video we'll have degree of reaction of the fluid machine. Okay, thank you.